And the referee loses his edge, slides into my leg, boom, blows out my PCL, MCL, and I'm like,
Holy fuck.
oh my God. And I'm like, this is right. I didn't have to play this game, and I was already where I wanted to be. I'm like, oh my God. And I was just crushed. So they did a surgery in New Mexico, and at the time it was great. It was amazing. They put a cadaver's Achilles tendon as my new PCL and my MCL. So I had 2 screws in the leg and all that. And I woke up from the surgery, and it's already moving. I'm like, this is crazy. So at the time, I forget who, was it Woodson or one of those guys, had played a game in 3 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days from a total blown out knee. So I'm like, now I'm mad and I'm on a mission. So I just rehab like crazy, and I'm lifting like insane, and I'm hitting bags and like pound or whatever, and I keep getting movement. I'm just hitting, training. So like all of a sudden I'm back. They give me the clearance to play right near the end of the season, and we were playing Austin, the Ice Bats, and Edmonton Oilers now in the NHL. They want me. So now I'm like, this is all working perfect. Everything's going good. So they're like, okay, Kevin Prendergast was their main scout. Okay, we're sending, you're playing this game, you're back or whatever. Okay, we're sending our main scout down to watch you or whatever. I'm like, all right, okay, good. So I'm wired before the game or whatever. So we go out and pregame warm-up. Mm-hmm. And in warm-up, the red line separates the rink. So you stay on your side of the red line. It's an unwritten rule. You don't go onto their side. You know, that can get a little crazy. So warm up, and all of a sudden, our goalie shoots a puck at their goalie skating around. Their goalie comes and spears our goalie. This is pregame.
Holy shit.
Before the game, this is warm up. And spears them.
Why did your goalie do that? To be an asshole?
They hated each other, apparently, these two. And I didn't have a clue, but I'm like, oh, our goalie? Oh. So I throw my gloves off or whatever, grab their goalie, Johnny Blue, played in the NHL, boom, knocked his 3 front teeth out. He's lying there in a pool of blood, and I'm seeing her. I'm ballistic. So I start chasing their tough guys around the ice. And the referees aren't even on the ice yet. So now the referees...
This is like some shit from a funny movie.
Like a movie, yeah, slap shot.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So I'm chasing them. I'm like, you're dead, you're all dead. And I'm like chasing them around.
And they're like, we're just here to play hockey, bro. Like, what the fuck?
And because I had a big reputation, but I'd been hurting. So these guys are like, oh my God, look, this guy just killed our goalies, bro. Like, well, this guy's nuts. They finally get me off the ice, and I'm in the locker room. I'm putting Vass all over my face. I'm like, I'm going out there, and I'm like, yeah. And my coach, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm getting ready. I'm killing everybody. And he's like, you just got a fight and warm up. You're kicked out, dude. I'm kicked out. So now, and I'm like, oh my God, Edmonton Oilers sent their scout down to watch me. And before the game even starts, well, thank God he was there for warm up. And he called the GM and NHL goes, we need this guy. This guy's nuts. He beat up their goalie and chased everyone around.
It ended up working out even better?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, yeah. So bang. So then after that, now I'm up to the Edmonton Oilers the next year or whatever. So
what rank would that be?
NHL.
It's NHL, okay.
I made it. Yep. Boom. So suddenly I'm there. And then in training camp, I ended up pulling my groin. Not a good thing. But they kept me. I was there all the way to the start of the season, so I thought I was on the roster. And then I went down and played AAA, like the American League team in Hamilton. It was so funny. It was a personal, great story because I'm playing, and at this time, my college coach is the head coach of Rochester, who were playing. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I hated my head coach. I hated him. Like with a passion.
The one that gave you a chance as a freshman?
The one that I hated because he should have played me way more and I was way better. I hated this guy. I hated him. Like I have issues with this guy. And it's so I'm like, oh my God, yes, he's coaching. So I'm jacked. I'm probably like 225, shredded. Shirts off or whatever. I'm walking down the hallway. He's walking and walk by him. I'm like, what's up, coach? He looks at me and he's like, Bummer? I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? He's like, hi. Right off the bat, I go after his tough guy and just annihilate him. I skate by his bench. I'm like, ha, what's up? I'm just chirping.
Did he know you didn't like him?
He kind of knew, yeah. But he thought he probably let it go by then, but no, I hadn't. So I just started chirping, like, who's next?
Fucking chirping Canadian.
Like, who's next?
Americans talk shit. Canadians chirp.
But I'm really telling the coach, who's next? Who else you got for me? Come on. I'm doing your whole team tonight. Bring them. And in hockey, it's weird. Some guys get told, okay, I need you to go out there and fight that guy. No one really ever told me, Bummer, go out there and fight. And I think that's maybe they respected me, and so, but I already knew I think they knew I knew what to do. But some guys get told, and that was the only game I got told by the head coach. He goes, why don't you go out there and fight 43. I'm like, right now? He's like, yeah, go do them. I'm like, okay. So I go that shift or fight him, bang, bang, bang. So then they offer me a contract, of course, or a two-way. So a two-way contract is if you're in the NHL, you get paid a certain amount. And if you're in AAA, you get paid a certain amount. Like baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So someone's on the hook.
Is that pretty common, go up and down a little bit?
Yes, it's common for your first contracts and all that. Once you're there, then you're going to get a one-way, paid your big money. And even if they decided to send you down, you still get paid. It's funny when those guys are high draft picks and they're making like $8 million a year, but they're not living up to they're really not good.
Yeah.
They send them down and you're playing AAA making $8 million a year.
Wow.
It's funny, yeah, but that's the contract. The minimum in the NHL at that time was $550,000. So they offered me $550,000, and the minimum in the American Hockey League at that time was $35,000, and they offered me $35,000, and I'm going, what? And it was a 3-year deal, incremented, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I can go play for over $100,000 anywhere I want. I go, this is like insulting. So I told them, nope. And that was the biggest mistake I made because I needed to suck it up.
You need to be humble.
I needed to be humble, and I wasn't, and I did my job. I would have been in the NHL probably.
That's weird because knowing you now, you're super fucking humble.
Yeah, I just felt that it was like a slap in my face, especially when you're at 21, 22, making 300, 400. It's just like, what just happened? That was a mistake. But then I went and played big money again. And then the next year, though, they brought me back into camp. Again, they want me. I'm like, where's my money, man? Whatever, like, what's going on? And
did they sign you before camp?
No.
You showed up to camp for free?
Well, I showed up to camp for free, but we're trying to negotiate a contract. And I was like, well, all right, hang on. We'll think about it. So camp started, and I pulled my groin again. Boom. Then they outright released me. They're like, you're hurt, man.
That's twice.
Yeah, let me go. So then I was done back in Winnipeg, and I'm like, maybe that education might come in handy, right? Now I'm like, all right, reality check. My old coach from New Mexico was in Corpus Christi. He's like, hey, come to Corpus Christi and play. I'm like, where?
Did you even know where this was? I was
No.
going to say.
I'm like, where? It's Texas. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, no, come to Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm like, bye. I'm like, what is this? Keeps calling me.
You'd been in Texas a handful of times to play, right?
Yeah, but I didn't really know like Corpus, and like it's one thing, I guess, like Dallas and Austin,
Houston, yeah.
Houston even, but like on the beach, but actually pretty good. So finally he called me. Look, he goes, look, I'll pay you $1,500 cash a week, so $6,000 cash a month. I'll put you up on the water for free. I'll give you a car for free. I'll give you a phone for free. Come down.
And you had a house on the water or an apartment?
Yeah, on a condo on like Salt Cay out there on the island on the water.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, $6,000, no tax. All right, so yeah, it's like making over $100,000 or whatever. All right, why not? Come down, give us it. So come down. I'm in Corpus. I'm like, this place is kind of cool, beach, all that. So kind of like excited. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go ballistic down here. And so first game, just drop the gloves, start. I'm like, wow, this is weird. There's like 4,000 people only, but you're
that
stuck.
Was the Coliseum, right?
But they're stuck in this little place, and it's louder than like the NHL in here. I'm like, this is nuts. You got treated better here than pretty much anywhere I'd ever played. And
by
I guess
the organization or by the
by
fans?
the people. The people and the fans in Corpus were just amazing, and it was
that was the first kind of legit sports team that we had.
I guess that's what everyone says, like they needed something. Like you said, you got hockey. It's fast. There's the thing.
Yeah.
We're going to score goals, and we're going to fight and beat you up and win games.
Yep.
The people just went ballistic. Yeah, again, like I was fighting. I think I finished like 6th in scoring, and I led the league in fighting majors and won Fighter of the Year and all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember reading that in the paper.
Yeah.
When I was, I think I was a junior in high school.
You're just a young boy.
Yeah.
And
for a while, you were in the paper like every fucking week.
I will tell you this: it's insane. Almost every day there was a pullout of me. Like I love the Color Times. I love them. Like they literally every day had a pullout of me doing something. I'm like, this place is amazing. Like I got treated so good. I didn't buy a drink. I didn't buy a meal. I'm like, you think I'm Wayne Gretzky down here? I go, this is awesome. Corpus is a fight town, and they love fighting,
course,
and that I figured that out. And
Do
I
you
just
think that
enjoyed
we
it.
even
Yeah.
appreciated the sport for what it was?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't understand it. Like, it's fun to watch, but there's nuances and strategies and
There is a lot to it, but I will say this, and I think like, watching hockey live, you don't need to know all the rules to have fun because people are going fast. You know, if the puck goes in the net, that's a goal. And then there's a fight. You're like, yeah. So
on TV though.
that's what, and it's true to this day. Right now, the NHL is the #1 capacity filling sport out of the major sports. That means live, they're pretty much sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
But TV, I will tell you, they follow the puck around, and there is a lot more to, and they follow the puck around, and a lot more is going on. So it's hard, and that's what hurts them. Of the 4 major sports, is they have the smallest TV contract.
Yeah.
So they have great attendance, but look at Vegas this year. You couldn't even get a ticket. Like they're paying, casinos were giving them like $5,000 a ticket for the nights, and they win the cup. Like it's insane. I was in Vegas, and every dealer in all the casinos are wearing night jerseys and like just ballistic. So it's really big, but yeah, it's hard still on TV. But live, it's like Tampa Bay, you can't get a ticket in Tampa. Who would have thought that? Like,
I didn't know it was the number 1 capacity.
Yeah, it is.
How many games a year?
They each play 82.
It's like basketball.
Just like basketball, yeah. But if you watch basketball, all those arenas, man, they're not that full.
No, they're not full.
So
I mean, you can even see right here, it's probably not full. Kind of is. We're watching the Ranger game.
Actually, baseball is weird. Like Rangers and Houston draw pretty well, but like you go to Miami, they're literally having 10,000 people watching
really?
baseball. Yeah, like a good crowd for Houston. But 30,000 is a good crowd when you get 82 home games a year. You play 164 games. That's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Add that up. You know, NFL, you might get 70,000 people, but you only got 8 home games, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Hockey, you got 42 home games.
They make up for it with the TV contracts.
So you got 42 home games, you're getting 20,000 people a game. Think how many more tickets you sold in football.
I think baseball is probably my favorite to watch on TV and live for the most part.
Live,
my favorite sport's football, but it's such a casual thing. Like we can have a conversation, like glance over, and I want to see the game.
True, and football to me, on TV. TV was football.
You hate it in person.
Yeah, but you get this live.
Yeah,
like I'm a nut. I can tell you I'm an NFL guru now, dude.
Yeah.
Like I watch on TV. That sport was made for TV. Because live, honestly, you go. Hand off, boom. Now you're waiting 45 seconds, 50. You're like, what's going on? Okay, when's the next play? TV, you're like, oh, look at this block here and this thing. Oh, see the guy come for that hit. Boom. Okay, now we got this. You're
thinking, 40 cameras on every player.
Yeah, and then they analyze, and by the time you're ready for the next play, you're like, all right, let's go. So, like, football is genius on TV. Yeah, it's just amazing.
I can enjoy it live because I played it growing up. I understand it.
I do like college live, though. I went to an A&M game. Oh, my God.
I haven't been to a college game in fucking forever.
That was crazy. And now my daughter Mackie's at U of T in Austin. She got the sports pass, so I get to go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I haven't been to I saw a game at A&M, and that was insanity to me. And I'm sure Texas is going to be just the same.
Oh, yeah. They're diehard.
Yeah.
Do you even have a college team? Well, now UT that she goes there?
Cornell.
Oh, forgot. I forgot y'all had a football team.
I would never watch Cornell football in my life,
Are
dude.
they on TV?
They're probably on like some New York sports.
Some local shit?
Yeah, local channel. My team's the Rams, and I always like the Rams because...
Kurt Warner?
No, well, I love Kurt Warner, but how it started, my dad, when I was young, got me an Eric Dickerson jersey. You know Eric Dickerson?
Yeah, early 80s?
Yes, but he holds a single-season rushing record, and I think the best running back of all time. He was part of the Pony Express at SMU that got them all busted.
Him and that white boy. What was that other guy's name?
He was never great.
He was really good.
Yeah, they both were amazing, but remember
they were suspended.
Yeah, they all got paid.
Yeah, they got paid.
SMU still has not recovered from that today.
No,
they're getting better.
They were making runs in the national championship back then, weren't they?
Yes, they were insane, but they're. Which like you can't tell me all these other clubs aren't paying their well, now you are legally with the NIA thing they've done, and they should, but you know those like you telling me in Alabama's not giving like even at Cornell, the alumni after a game there'd be an envelope in my sport pocket with $300 bills in it.
We won't tell anybody.
Well, I get back, but like so if I'm playing hockey at Cornell, getting $300, I'm sure these guys at Bama are getting a few grand in an envelope from the clubs and the alumni. They're paying people all the time. Definitely.
Yeah, I could see that.
But now legally, you see that Olivia Dunn or whatever girl from LSU, the gymnast. She's making the most money now.
The black chick.
No, she's white actually.
What am I thinking of?
She's a gymnast.
There's one that went to the Olympics.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But this one's in college, LSU, and she's making like $30 million now. Getting paid.
The irony is that when they made it legal to do that, you knew who helped the most? Female athletes.
You know what? You're right.
Because they can make 70, 80 grand playing their sport. And
can they do a fans only page too?
But a lot of them, they get out of, then they graduate and they move on, and they're famous on social media. It helps that they're pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the pretty players that were just decent.
Well, there's 2 Tennessee sisters that were really pretty, and they're basketball players.
Yeah.
And now they've jumped to something else. But yeah, they're making so much money. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
On Instagram and all that stuff.
I want to say when I was watching the news, they mentioned then because
Yep.
they're both real pretty.
Yeah, they're
and
both
they're
real
like,
pretty.
man, that making that legal and then all that it
They've
benefited
gone to
the
golf